Yeah, these are. There is a Kannada translation also. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava How many of you have visited Govardhan? Parikram? Hey, not many of none. I'm interested in who did lift the hand. So if you also desire, we will request our Sunduru to make a yatra to Govardhan. What do you think? When there is no rush, exclusive for you, I just took the privilege. So, the Giriraj, even though I don't have any qualification to speak, because of Prabhupada mercy, every one of us can preach Krishna consciousness as instructed by Srila Prabhupada. So my first visit to Giri Govardhan was in 1986. That was the time where our temple president took us on a yatra to Govardhan. Early in the morning, 4 o'clock, we had no experience. Suddenly, we were asked to get up at 3 o'clock, cold water bath. Then, but there was some enthusiasm there that we had to go Giri Govardhan, a kind of attract, by the stories and the what you get out of Giri Govardhan Parikram. Well, it was all the desires. Yes, all desires can be fulfilled by Govardhan, because the very fact of the matter is that it is to fulfill the desires by worshipping whether the devatas or whether the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all that. So it was 1986. So we were all excited early in the morning, 4 o'clock. Then they asked us to leave the slippers. So that was the biggest thing. At that time there was no road, all stone, everything was there. So it was an austerity mixed with enthusiasm and desire to be fulfilled. Because Giriraj is 24 kilometers, we have to go around. So the enthusiasm was there just by seeing others. Everybody was taking the other one, and we would I think probably we were about 150 devotees. The first yatra of Giri from then onwards, after going to Girivardhan and coming, well, to confide with you all is every time in Yatra would always cement our relationship with Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. So ISKCON and Giri Govardhan, they are synonymous in a way. It is like that when Govardhan, when all the devotees in Vrindavan had the mercy curse of Indradev, where all the water was coming. So they didn't know where to go. They asked Krishna, what has happened? Because of you, we worshipped Giri Govardhan, but look at Indra has become angry. So I'm just connecting ISKCON with that. Then immediately Krishna lifted Giri Govardhan on top by his finger, and the entire Vrindavan devotees were there, and for next 7 days they were not worried at all. So in the same way, International Society of Krishna Consciousness is a place for every one of us to be part of. Because the people in Vrindavan are very innocent, but they love Krishna. Their only qualification was they love Krishna. That's all, nothing else. They didn't know anything else other than Krishna. So in one way, if we are ignorant, but knowing Krishna, we have to serve, our life is successful. Just by serving Krishna, not knowing anything about him, does not matter. So ignorant is full of bliss in Krishna consciousness. Usually ignorant is go outside what we talk about. It's a other way. But in Krishna consciousness, other than Krishna, you don't know anything. You just have to serve and what Krishna wants. So therefore, just like Giriraj Maharaj descended to this world, the parampara of the Gaudiya Vaishnava have also descended to this world. And this parampara is unique because it is bringing everybody under one shelter, one flag, one matha. Everything is one. So there is no discrimination here. The uniqueness of this parampara is it is bringing everybody together, and nobody is identified by where you have taken birth. Srila Prabhupada told one devotee, he says, when did I ask you from what is your background? So we don't have any background. Our background is coming from Krishna. So that has to be established. So Giriraj Maharaj and ISKCON is synonymous in our progress of spiritual life. So the person who takes shelter of Giriraj is on the instruction of Krishna. In the same way, on the instruction of Krishna, Srila Prabhupada has descended to this world and made this world. So there is no difference. Today Giriraj being worshipped down, they are all making everything, decorating the same Giriraj, the way the directions, all that we have been every year having it. So many devotees are involved, and we will all go down, go around Giriraj Maharaj, and a day will come where you will go to the real Giriraj Maharaj in the Vrindavan. So it's not different. So why the aspect of ISKCON is coming here that I emphasizing on that is that unless we don't relate with Krishna, the way the Guru wants, we will not understand. We may be a fun sitter all the time. We will be in the borderline. We cannot make. You may be chanting Hare Krishna. You may be following all the regulated principles. But if that does not arouse love for Krishna or love for Guru, it's a waste of time. We may be doing everything. But if love for Guru, what do you mean by love for Guru? It is when we take up Guru's service, Guru's mission as our mission, then that is actually the progress in spiritual life. Whether you are staying at home, whether you are staying in the temple, whether you are walking, the thought process of our purpose of our life should be how to serve the Guru. So we may be engaged in our day-to-day activities. Chaturvarna, Maya, Sister Krishna is saying everybody is doing some service. Yeah, please do it. But that service, that remnants of that service should yield how we can please Krishna. If we are having food today, honoring Prasad, it is only we can breathe properly so that we can think about Krishna better. We are working for Krishna. Hello, is it okay? So, when we are working for Krishna, whatever we earn, if it does not satisfy Krishna, it is a waste. In the same way, we are expanding our family matters. If they don't become Krishna consciousness, what is the purpose? But we have to do our endeavor, because human life has its, it gives a freedom for every one of us to decide what is good for us, what is not. But an ignorant person, when he is enlightened, they take the Krishna consciousness very easily. So Prabhupada had a lot of difficulty in preaching in India. When he preached in the West, they just took it up like that. But even today in India, we are finding it difficult to get the pure devotees. The reason is we have the residues left for our jati buddhi. We are all thinking somewhere we are born to somebody, we were like this. But that's not there in the Western world. They don't know anything. They don't know what is background, they don't know about the parent, they don't know about the relationship. Prabhupada created such an atmosphere that they love Prabhupada everything. We don't know Krishna, but we know Prabhupada. But by knowing Prabhupada, they all came to know Krishna. So the whole world today is inundated with Krishna consciousness, expanding like anything. Even India, it is expanding. But pure devotion somewhere is missing. The reason is that we are not completely adopting what Prabhupada wants. Somewhere we are selective. Some aberrations are there in our mind. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, so many things are there. So this Giri Govardhan Leela smashes everything. If you want to see tomorrow as what Krishna wants, as what Prabhupada wants, please go through this Leela. Krishna, humble way as a child, explains to his father. So from this you can understand whether you are small, big, anybody can preach to anybody. Right? So it's a serious matter. Many years you have been here, but how much have you left your old residues and taken up what Krishna wants, what Prabhupada wants? This movement, if it is Govardhan, then it is ISKCON is none other than Govardhan expansion. What is that ISKCON? What ISKCON is only establishing only Krishna Bhakti. There is nothing else. Krishna Bhakti with no attachments, with no riders. It is not asking for any birth. It is not asking for any richness. Irrespective of everything, it is asking just surrender to Krishna. And what is the way of surrender to Krishna? Just please Krishna. Do what Krishna wants. So by Giriraj, Maharaj is also something. What is Krishna say? Please, whatever you are offering, offer it to Giriraj. But sometimes the knowledge what we possess, it takes us in different direction. But when we come and take surrender of Guru, that mission, that is sufficient for us not to think of something else. Because people who come to Krishna consciousness have around the world been in bliss. But why not in India? So the reason is that we always think of our heredity. Oh, I am so and so, I am so and so. So it is difficult to get out of those ropes which are binding us. And that ropes are binding us because we are not looking at what Prabhupada wants. What Prabhupada wants, what Krishna wants, that is most important for us. So unless you dovetail all your thinking in Krishna's service, you will be always cheated by thinking I am a great devotee. So why Shastra is telling Brahmanda Brahmate Kone Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Paya Bhakti-Lata Bija. What does he clearly says Mahaprabhu? When you get Guru, you are most fortunate, Bhagyavan it says. But if you are not following your Guru, you are Bhagyavan, you are most unfortunate you become if you don't follow. Bhagyavan means one who has everything. A person who has got Bhagavan is Bhagyavan. Bhagavan and Bhagyavan, they are together. And the Bhagyavan is one who got Guru, and one who has got Guru, who has got Krishna. And who has got Krishna, he gets Guru. Very simple. Whether it is the Bhagavatam, whether it is the Bhagavad Gita, whether it is the Puranas, you will find somebody listening, somebody speaking. But in this process, if we do not give our 100% of understanding of the purpose of life, then it's a waste of time. Shrama yevahi kevalam. So the nice pastimes of Krishna, there are two aspects. One is the story aspect. The second aspect is philosophical understanding with logic presentation by Srila Prabhupada. That makes the complete understanding. So you go to Harikatha, so many people are giving stories. You just have the story, you will enjoy, you will come some kind of for some time you will thinking of Krishna. Giriraj Maharaj. So you will like it, you will go through that, but afterwards it's gone. But with the same knowledge is received through philosophical understanding by a bona fide spiritual master. When you go home, you will rethink on that. It is not just a story. It's a story where I am going to be a part of it. So unless this doesn't come, then it is going to be, how many lives you are going to take? We don't know. So many thousands of lives we have taken. Then why do you read Bhagavad Gita? Why do we study Bhagavatam? If these things don't penetrate in our heart, then just waste of time. So this movement is called, it is that movement which is making even a small kid can go back to Krishna. Because a small kid, when the parents give a Krishna consciousness, he grows in that atmosphere. So here you can see Nanda Baba, he is explaining to Krishna that why we are worshipping. When Krishna says to you, what's happening today? Everybody is wearing new clothes and decorated, and a lot of what is that? Sweets. So many are prepared. Annadan. So many things are happening. So Krishna is asking, he's only 8-year-old boy, along with Balaram. Says, what is happening? My dad is telling Nanda Baba, what is happening? So, I would like to go through some of the slokas from the Bhagavatam, and so let us relish together. But please put your mind on what is being read out, and you go home and just think what Prabhupada said. I will tell you, even 5 minutes of thinking that will change your life. Because so many Giri Govardhan we have passed, so many times we are growing, but why the changes of life? Is it happening to us or not? It's very simple. What is Krishna is asking, and what does the people of Vrindavan do? In the same way, what is ISKCON people are going to do, come on to ISKCON, and what Prabhupada said, and the result will be the same. Do you agree with me? 100%. Proof is Krishna and Radha. So, Prabhupada gave a class in 1966, November 4, Govardhan. Today is Govardhan Giridhari, Lord Krishna lifted the mountain. According to the Vedic literature, this is his class. So there are different demigods. Sometimes you will find Greek mythology, the gods of water, the gods of thunderbolt. These are not imaginations. But due to our insufficient knowledge, we do not know how material nature is being controlled. Just when you see Greek mythology, when you see the other religions coming up, I don't know whether they have so many gods, but Hindu gods is 33 crore devatas. So here some names are coming up, but so the confusion arises in India more, because we have got so many things. We have been following so many people, so many devatas coming from, well, it is natural. But now, how, if you are going through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, what is Krishna telling? Let's see what Prabhupada says next. So, he is not criticizing anything. So, when Krishna was on this planet, he was playing the part of a coward boy. It was known to all over the universe that God has come, taken incarnation. He is on this earth planet. He is at Vrindavan playing the part of a coward boy. If somebody, if there is an incarnation of God, so many people may believe it and somebody may not believe it. When Krishna was actually present, so that's what happened. From when Krishna was there, Pandu was believed, but the Kaurava was didn't believe. So that can happen now also, where we can believe some people, can believe some people, may not believe. That's what Prabhupada is talking here. It is not that everybody understood that Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. Given update today, only a few persons, 5 others, and the damsels of Vrindavan, a few fingers you can count, they knew Krishna was Supreme Personality of God. Otherwise, everyone thought he's an ordinary person. Just like one of us, most beautiful, maybe powerful, he has always a two way of reinforcing mercy. One through he may use sword, or other one he may use gulab jamuns. Well, I know gulab jamuns because Prabhupada always fed us gulab jamuns. So the other aspect still we don't know. Karma comes in the form of sword. It punishes us. We don't realize. We will think it's a part of life. We will try to solve one and we go on. But now coming to Krishna consciousness, it gives you a vision. The Bhagavad Gita actually makes the path for you. What is good, what is bad. It happened with Arjuna. Why it cannot happen with us? Always put yourself in the same line of what Arjuna is. The same questions, the same answers, but the result could be different. Right? I can give you one example. Two people heard Bhagavad Gita. One is Arjuna. You know one more person? Huh? So what happened? So if you don't want, you can still be without Krishna consciousness. So Dhritarashtra, even though he was blind externally, he was also blind internally. So now you have to decide whether you want to go to Dhritarashtra's side or Arjuna's side. I am not going to decide. You can decide for yourself. You want to go be with a good person, you want to be with a bad person. Everything is there, determined for you to decide. So that freedom Krishna has given you. Nobody can stop. So now Krishna is speaking about this. So he wants to show how I can make Indra understand. At the same time, make his father also understand what is the purpose of these yajnas, these festivals. Now Prabhupada comes with this particular sloka. Bhagavan api, he says, Bhagavan uvacha api, tatraiva baladeva samyutaha, apasyam navasi bhovan indri yoga krutodayam. To protect the yadus, his personal devotees, from Kamsa's attack, the personality guarded, Vishwatma, that means who is sitting in the heart, the Supreme Soul, ordered Yoga Maya. Please go to Vrindavan. Kali Yuga, Krishna ordered Prabhupada to come here. You agree with me? So I am trying to connect everywhere there. Every aspect which is because I am fond of Islam. I am trying to follow Srila Prabhupada. I am convinced that Prabhupada will deliver me. But it depends on me whether how much I am going to cooperate. But to just follow what he says, it becomes easier. Otherwise, it's too confusing outside. So many people are there. Parents are there giving instructions. Teachers are there giving instructions. Brothers, sisters are there giving instructions. How many instructions from whom we will take? To take one job, you have to go to thousands of people. And some may be correct, some may not be correct. But this is only a job here. But this is now a question of life and death. What do you say, Sindhu? Intel man, very intelligent. Why is sitting here? Intel man is the only top of the companies in the world. Am I right? And he is sitting here and listening to Prabhupada classes. Is he intelligent or not? I don't know. You better ask him. My point is to highlight the point is what is our purpose of life? Why are we coming to Srila Prabhupada's mission? Grab it. Every aspect of Prabhupada should be grabbed. Don't leave out anything. If you leave out anything, don't worry, Krishna will give it. Because he sees your sincerity. So here what is this? Krishna is ordering Maya, Yoga Maya, go to Vrindavan, go protect all my devotees from death. So Kali Yuga, Krishna is not coming. So he is sending parampara after parampara. Ramanujacharya again, Shankara trying to see how many they can take. But it's very difficult. Kali is so powerful that we are so attracted towards Maya and material energy. It's difficult to go. Prabhupada really was so smart, so extraordinary. Many people just stand outside there in the altar. Many people go, what a beautiful deities they say. So Prabhupada was 100%. He said that make the deities beautiful. Dress them beautiful. See what happens. So people are getting attracted. Hey, this is something unique. So was it not Srila Prabhupada how to get this world? In temple you cannot select people. Anybody can walk into the temple. Is it not? Something is beautiful, you get attracted natural. Is it not? Anything is attractive. You get anything tasty, you get attracted. Anything attractive in this world. But this attraction, it has a lifespan. It may just dwindle up. But these deities will be there all the time. They are always beautiful. And every time they will get Rajbhog. They will get all 6 types of books. No problem for it. And 2 days we eat Rajbhog, then we are going to sleep the 3rd day. Because this body will not take, it doesn't have the capability. We have to have a transcendental body as Krishna wants. So we have to relate every time to understand that Baba, this body is aging. The more and more we think of. So Srila Prabhupada says, the Lord ordered Yoga Maya, O my potency, who is worshipable for entire world, whose nature is bestowed good fortune upon all living entities. Go to Brija, where there are many cowherd men and their wives. In that very beautiful land, where many cows reside, Rohini, the wife of Vasudeva, is living at the home of Nanda Maharaj. Other wives of Vasudeva are also there. They are there because of fear of Kamsa. Please go there. Prabhupada writes in the purport, according to Vedic system, there are different types of sacrifices to offer respect and obeisance to demigods. Just like the sun is supplying the light, the moon is supplying the moonshine. Similarly, Indra is supplying the cloud. Similarly, there are different demigods. And in Bhagavad Gita, is Devanam Yadi Yadanti Devavama. That means these are already described in the Bhagavad Gita. In the Vedic literature is prescribed. You should satisfy these demigods by sacrificing our Deva Yajna. So in the village of Vrindavan, the father of Krishna, Pastor Nanda Maharaj and his associate, they were getting ready to perform Indra Yajna. Now, in brief introduction of Nanda Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada gives, he says that he belonged to Vaishya community. So he was well-to-do, and the richness in this community is known by the agricultural land, what you have, or number of cows, what you have. Here, the bank balance is basic, but there it was cow. But even today, without cow, we cannot get up in the morning. Whereas without milk, mother's milk 8 months, 9 months only will get afterward lifelong cow milk. Is it not? That's why cow is given the highest position, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanya Indra. What is all this? What kind of an understanding which we didn't know outside? We did not even know how to worship cow. And here we have to keep cow on our head. Just now we all stand outside. Who is doing all this? They are all worshipping, the two-legged cows. Like, we don't know what they are. Cow is so pure. Today the government is coming forward to have so many doshas. So even a person of an government very high position, he takes it up, makes a lot of difference. Even today, if you are going to do Goshala, they will give you 25 acres. Government has the room. you have to follow that. So now, coming back is Nanda Maharaj. He had 9 lakh cows. Give a small incident of cow. In Hare Krishna Hill, we had 2 cows. We wanted to have cows, so our president said, let's have some cows. So we had our 2 cows. Then gradually 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, it became 20 cows. 20 cows. One day, all the cows vanished from the temple. So we all went to our president and said, what happened to the cows? He said, brother, you don't know. Every year this cows is multiplying. If I cannot, there will be only cows left, no human being in the temple. So by that time we had taken land near Mysore. Then all the cows were transported. So cow is something that it's a natural integration happens, it expands. But the more number of cows, more beneficial to society. Anywhere, any part of the world you go, cows are there. Even the Westerners, they have their cows. But unfortunately, when the cow stops giving milk, it goes to a meat slaughterhouse. But even in India, people are forgetting. Here also so many slaughterhouses have come. It's going, but so much of power. Go Hatya, there is no remedy for it. Go Hatya, Brahman Hatya, there is no remedy for it. So the first aspect we should understand is why we have to respect cow. And when we honor cow's milk, we honor it. So these are all, we should be very careful in what is in relation with Krishna and how we have to relate to them. Many people come and ask us why you don't have a Goshala. I don't mind having a Goshala, but I want people to maintain. But my Guru Maharaj told first take care of 2-legged animals, afterwards we will see 4-legged. So each one cannot do, otherwise Srila Prabhupada would have only Goshalas everywhere. Goshala is required. See, he was a very thoughtful person. Time, place and circumstances, he was introducing one by one. First he introduced the holy name, then he introduced the Bhagavad Gita, then he introduced the Bhagavatam, then he introduced the Mahaprasad. Slowly, Prabhupada was so smart. Gradually, everybody was given that kind of knowledge. Then he said, now we'll build temples. After building temples, now we'll have schools. Then he says, we will have Goshalas. Then we'll have restaurants. Because, time, place and circumstances, Prabhupada was all in one. Who can be jack of all and master of none? But in Prabhupada's case, he was both. He was jack of all and master of all. Because he was following the super spiritual master. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, that parampara. They know what it is. So future of Kali Yuga is only by the holy name. Why we build this? The people come here, they chant Hare Krishna, they learn about Bhagavad Gita, they learn the Bhagavatam, they also become saintly, and gradually they become saintly. So the point is, each one of you is a potent and given by the mercy of God, you can do wonders, and you are doing wonders. You can do greater wonders. The numbers matter. What 4 people do, 1,000 people do matters a lot. The population of China is so much, they're becoming very powerful because the numbers are more there. So in the same way, if intelligent people look at how these numbers can go, saintly people become more, then gradually the effect of Maya will become less and less. So here, how Nanda Baba, so Prabhupada says, there was no bank balance there. The actual process of processing the food stuff and milk, We are rich people. If you have got sufficient milk, you can make so many nice, nutritious, full of vitamins, value, preparation and drinks. So they were all preparing just to satisfy Indra, and actually, and he supplies by rain. And recently, I think we got too much of rains. But we did do Indriya, without rains, you cannot have successful agriculture. So they were preparing that sacrifice. So this preparation was absorbed by Krishna. Listen to me carefully. Absorbed by Krishna and Balaram. So Balaram was the eldest brother. They were playing together. And this is an incident when Balaram was 8 years old and Krishna was 7 years old. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna, along with Baladeva, his elder brother, Apashyam, that means he was seeing what is happening. All the courts men, including his father, they were all preparing for the sacrifice of Indriya. So 10.24, number 2. Tat abhignobi Bhagavan sarvatma sarvadarshanaha pasya vananto pachat dhananda purogaman. That means being omniscient, the super soul, the Supreme Lord Krishna already understood the situation. Yet he still humbly inquired. The word humbly inquired from his elders, headed by his father, Nanda Maharaj. So this is the translation for that. So Lord Krishna was eager to enact his pastime of lifting Govardhan hill and defeating the false pride of Indra. And thus he cleverly inquired from him, his father, about the imminent sacrifice. So here is the point all of us should understand. If you have to bring the kid, a small baby, it's very mischievous. Right? But this kid is not mischievous, it's very obedient. Slowly is taking it. That is devotee care. You can see devotee care here. So nicely is taking it going. Pratyaksha Praman. I don't have to say. Sundar, something is happening. Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. So the point is, there has to be a distraction. If the child is virtuous and you want to take out from there has to be a distraction. Now, all these people are sincerely following what Nanda Baba is telling you. Now, Krishna, if he comes with philosophy, they will not accept. So he had to distract. So his distraction, the way he is doing it, is a wonderful pastime. There are two kinds of times are there. One, you can pass time, or you can be past of the pastime. You can be present in the pastime. What do you want to do? You want to just pass your time, or you want to be part of the pastime? Wonderful. I am also with you. So by doing this, now what is happening is Krishna is smartness. So I can understand how Prabhupada was smart. He is understood Krishna in such a way that in Kali Yuga how we can preach. So you knew all those previous acharyas emphasizing. He knew what he was supposed to do. And he implemented everything. And he implemented and he also gave an opportunity to all of us to do. One devotee was giving Bhagavatam class before yesterday. He was telling that Prabhupada did more than when he was not on the planet, he said. I was wondering, what did he say? I was just wondering, and he says, alone, expansion is going on. Now you can decide what purpose. So Prabhupada is empowering his people to do more. So just like a grandfather would like to, withdraw his hand and ask his son to take over. In the same way, the son will do with his son. So when he explained that, oh my God, this is now you get it right. So that's how the vision of Srila Prabhupada for the next 10,000 years. It's going to expand like this, but it is the empowerment of Srila Prabhupada's mercy which is going on. Right. Then what happened? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. He knew everything what was going on because he is present in everyone's heart as a Paramatma. Because he was playing just like a boy, a covered boy. So he did not, if he did not know anything, he wanted to ask from his father, elderly person, who was assisting his father for preparing sacrifice. So Krishna is Bhagavan who has 6 opulences, riches, strength, form, beauty, knowledge and pronunciation. Bhagavan. So although he knew that he was playing the part of the boy, and the father he knew that Krishna is my son. So that was his relation. They did not recognize him as he is the personality of God, Sarvatma. So there was a Yogamaya which was covering. Just like an obedient son, submissive son. Because there is a word humbly. Approach them no Purogaman. That means the elderly persons of his father's friends and associates, with very humbleness he inquired. What is that inquiry? Katyayatham me pika koyam sambramo va upakataha. Sambramo. What is this sambramo? Kim palam kasya chodasakena va sadyate makaha. Etat bhuhi mahan kamo mahim. Suru shru savapitaha. My dear father, I very respectfully and humbly and inquiring. Look at the words humbly. I am inquiring. What is this arrangement? Why are you also busy in making some sacrificial ceremony? What is the reason behind this? What is the result? What is the phala? What is the result of doing? So Prabhupada highlights the word phala, kim phala. By doing this, whom are you satisfying? By doing this, what will you get? Is it not all day, every day we go? Every day what we do outside when we go, we want something in return. You go to the market, you give money, you get something back. You go to an official, you want something is there. So everything is a give and take back. So here it is the same, which is, yes, Father, my dear Father, you are doing all this. What is the outcome of this? So he is so mukta, so innocent, that innocence, it catches everybody. A small kid does some activity, everybody gets, oh, it's the same elderly person, we don't bother. Is it not? So anything which is small, it becomes attractive and you get attracted towards it. So by doing that, Krishna thought that let me ask the Father in such a way that he tell me the right answer. Otherwise they would say, no, you will not understand. But the word Krishna used was thought-provoking for Nanda Maharaj. He was obligated to say,
sadhu, just now in our ordinary social affair, there is a difference between private life and public life. That's what happens with most of the politicians and most of the people. They have two lives. So that is the Vedic conception. One must be a teacher according to his own personal behavior. The sort of teaching will not have any effect otherwise. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Apni Achar Prabhu Jiveshe Shiksha. First Karo Shiksha. Yourself practice it, then give. See how Prabhupada, emphasizing every aspect of it can cement our, fundamentals, making it strong. That is the meaning of the Acharya. Acharya means the teacher who practices and then preaches. Therefore, Krishna said, you cannot keep anything private, Father. You are a king, you are doing everything outside. You please tell us. Please disclose. Udasino Rabat Varyam Atmavat Sarvuchate. Even if it is very confidential, don't worry, I am your son. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, most confidential knowledge. Guhyam Guhyatamam. He goes on. Anusuyave. What do you say? Right. This is the secret. So when you become very close to your friend, you know open all the secrets. But if you are a good person, you will help you out. But if you are, exploiting, then you will do something else. But a friendship and relationship is based on dharma. So this is the dharma. And how dharma is emphasizing by Krishna is, he is making himself so humble and making obligated to his father that he has to open his mouth. Otherwise he can Vishwas say, no, not necessary. That happens in the world. Many times they don't listen to us. No, you will not understand. But Krishna is speaking in such a way that he is so, that means he is Paramatma. He is enacting in such a way that he is also setting in his heart. So what does happen next? I am your son, please explain to me. And the third word he uses, I am your well-wisher. What does Prabhupada say in the word, in the last letter? The word? You are your well-wisher. So where did it come from? Krishna, right? So that means you see how Prabhupada takes everything from the Lord. So what is this? Whether this is superstition? Just see how Krishna is speaking. Whether it is superstition or it has got some actual effect. Is some result going to come out? You should not do anything religious, ritual under superstition. Papa is telling Father, we should not do all. That is the recommendation of Krishna. Krishna does not like people should perform anything under superstition. We do so many things just like that. My father was doing, my grandfather was doing, my Pitu was doing, and we are just under, you don't even know what it is. That's true, isn't it? So, Krishna, ISKCON is a place where you can leave everything outside. So, there must be some result should be there. Phanena Parichaya. So, that we know. That the result wherever you go, even if you don't perform for the result, but you still want the result. Is it not? That is a Kali Yuga. You don't want to work, but you want money. You don't want to cook, but you want to eat. Is it not? So many things are there in the world that you want to be lazy all the time, but you want enjoyment. A lazy person cannot enjoy because he will not even make an attempt. He will question his hand has to go there and come. That also is a problem. So laziness is opposite to Krishna consciousness. You have to be extremely careful in how to grow.